back in week 4 when Baltimore was at Kansas City. That wound up being one of the last games that Lamar Jackson emerged from healthy, even though the Chiefs beat the crap out of the Ravens. And we're thinking, Chiefs are back. Here we go. And now both are 5-5 with Lamar healthy entering week 12. And we feel completely different about each of these teams and how they arrived at getting to 5-5, right? So let me ask you this, starting with the Chiefs at 5-5, like the Ravens and now the Texans are. The Chiefs at 5-5, how concerned are you that they're not going to be able to flip a switch this year, or you're unconcerned, Mark?
No, I am, I'm concerned. I mean, I'm concerned. I still think, like you said, the Baltimore Ravens are on the uptick. They're rising. Houston doesn't have enough offense. Their defense is exceptional. I just don't think they have enough offense. I don't believe right now with the Jacksonville Jaguars, even though they're sitting there right now, I just haven't seen enough improvement from Trevor Lawrence to think that Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to figure it out. So I still think the Chiefs are viable for a playoff spot. But man, they got some tough games coming down the stretch here. They've got obviously a first place schedule, and they haven't played enough consistent football, especially on the offensive side of the ball, to make you feel super comfortable. I just think that the other teams ahead of them right now are very flawed, and that's why I think they get in as a wild card playoff team.
Okay, so the Chiefs eventually force the issue on whoever welcomes them into their wild card house to say, we're the ones who are finally going to put the nail in your coffin before the Super Bowl. First one since basically Joe Burrow, right? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So that's what you see as the Chiefs' January path here. From you.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll get in. You can never discount Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and Spags, because they're damn good, and they have a track record, pelts on the wall. They understand what they're doing, and they understand what playoff football is all about. I mean, they have more experience than anybody, right? They've been to 7 straight AFC championship games. So, even if they get in, they're one of those teams that if they get in, you're just like, oh gosh, here we go. It's the Chiefs. And so that's always going to be tough. And they're going to have an opportunity to win it as a wild card team. So you probably just assume they keep struggling down the stretch here and not get in if you're another AFC team. But they do look a little flawed. They do look a little spent right now. And like I said, the Broncos straight up in critical situations said, hey, man to man, we're not afraid of your quarterback. And it was impressive. And it's just impressive the way they played the Chiefs.
Mark Schlereth here on the Rich Eisen Show. How far the Ravens go? What do you think?
I think the Ravens, I think they're going to win that division. So they'll win the AFC North. And then it just depends, like health wise, they really struggled early with their health on defense. They still have a couple of guys. Matabuke is out. He's done for the year. Who was really their best defensive lineman. But I think the Ravens are going to get in the playoffs. I think the Ravens could make a lot of noise. They're going to win that division. And then offensively, with the way they do things, to run the ball with Lamar as dynamic and as multiple as he is, they're another one of those teams that in the playoffs I think are a scary team.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.